Have I been stung by a scorpion? Or do I just have a really nasty head cold? Transformers, War for Cybertron, Kingdom, Predacon, Scorponok. Because this would otherwise be completely indistinguishable from that behemoth. This is the box of a man-scorpion man in a box. It looks like itself and may nothing else be said about it. D-Man box, this rock is no Dwayne but a Scorponok. And there are a couple things that would bug me up front, but being as scorpions aren't technically insects, I have to find another word for it. Now, invariably, these points are from the perspective of a Beast Wars cartoon fan who would much have liked this arachnid to be less purple and more blue in hue, and to be a good bit taller. And before you get on my case about, oh, just get over it, figures are not as tall as they used to be, it's a price point, not a size class. Just look how stumpy he is. Some may think this is reasonably accurate scale. You'd be wrong. A bit of mistransformation affords him a pinch more height. But ultimately, he still comes up too short for my liking. Which is not to say this figure lacks the bulk of a deluxe class. It's just all cluttered up at the back and not even all that securely either. Posability has pretty much all the best points he could have given the nature of his design, though the waist swivel is limited, and his feet are asymmetrically designed in a way that affords full downward tilt on the right side, but on the left, not quite. If given the mistransformation noted before, he can technically get more range out of the waist, including a bit of ab crunch. Given his overall stunted height, though, a lot of posing options aren't likely to be that effective in terms of dynamicism. Aside from the ever-obnoxious golden disc cards that come with all Kingdom figures, seriously, I got another ARC card? This poison-tailed Arachno-Man comes with a couple small accessories, a pair of molded-together missile tips, and a Cyber Bee drone, both of which are intent to fit inside either of his claws as such. Both are moderately disappointing. The missiles, because being molded together means he can't be shown firing one at a time, not to mention the hollowness. And the Cyber Bee, both being a single solid piece and lacking any kind of yellow paint, makes it look more like a horsefly with a rod up its butt. Gross. Furthermore, you can't really replicate guerrilla warfare with it either. At least not without some sticky tack, and even then it just looks small and pathetic. Beast mode! This is most certainly where the figure shines the most, being a well-shaped and defined replica of a scorpion of some genus, I guess. I mean, I have no clue what kind of scorpion this is meant to be, but I'm sure most people doing a quick Google search for these things won't care much. Like all beast formers, though, there's no getting around certain things not looking fully on point. Well, of course, if you're the elk to stare at arachnid bellies, then, well, it's probably either part of your job or you're a weirdo, or both. While the pincher arms are essentially the same articulation-wise in this mode, the other appendages are rather on the wibbly side. So many ball joints, too. Man, Beast Wars really has returned. All in all, Scorponok is a frustratingly just kinda alright figure. He has a lot of good points, I just find his diminutive size in robot mode to be his biggest shortcoming. But perhaps that won't bother anyone else as much when they realize this is one of the very few original Beast Wars Predacon figures you can even get in the Kingdom line. Not to mention your only real choice if you want a vaguely show-accurate rep of Megatron's Sycophantic number 2. One very definite thing to hold against it, irregardless of these issues, are the excessive and already loose ball joints for his beast mode legs. An issue that is fairly easy to rectify, but should you have to? If you're a big enough Beast Wars fan, I think you're already decided on this. But if you're on the fence, I'd say temper your expectations first before getting him, and you might find him alright. This has been a Devacia Mentality Review, RCFS, and out. Dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Yep, alright. Oh boy.